Champions League is back, and with that, some major upsets. For starters, Gareth Bale refused to play, and when reporters asked Zidane why he was left out of the Real Madrid squad in their Manchester City matchup, he simply said he didn't want to play. But that wasn't what led to Real's loss. It was the two huge mistakes by their defense that in the end, they just couldn't make up. Real lost 4-2 on aggregate to Manchester City, making this back-to-back round of 16 exits for Real Madrid. But that wasn't the only upset this weekend. Juventus also said goodbye to their Champions League dreams as they won against Lyon but lost on field advantage with a 2-2 aggregate. But as soon as Juventus had their bow out from Champions League, they sacked their manager Maurizio Sarri and confirmed Andrea Pirlo as Juventus's new manager. Bringing it back to US soil, the NFL opt-out deadline was this past Thursday, where 66 players opted out due to COVID-19 concerns. Of the 66, 7 are on the New England Patriots, and 2 of those are key players for the Patriots' successful defense this past season. With Kyle Van Noy now on the Dolphins, and Patrick Chung as well as Donta Hightower both opting out, the Patriots have a huge gap to fill on defense, as they try to also figure themselves out on offense. But that's not all for the NFL drama, because as the days closed in on the opt-out deadline, in an interview with the Wall Street Journal, Odell Beckham Jr. voiced his concerns and opinions on the NFL's 2020 season, saying, "We're not ready for a football season, so why are we trying to push forward? It's obviously for their money, and that bothers me because there's always been this, and I hate saying it like that, but the owner's attitude is, oh, we own you guys, and just kind of that unfairness going on that they don't see us as human. I just feel like the season shouldn't happen, and I'm prepared for it not to happen, and I wouldn't mind not having it." But on the heels of Odell's comments, the Philadelphia Eagles confirmed that the Eagles head coach, Doug Peterson, tested positive for COVID. This added to the NFLPA's latest data of 21 NFL players who have tested positive for COVID since players started reporting to training camp, and to the 107 total number of players who have tested positive for COVID during the offseason. However, COVID hasn't only affected the NFL. The MLB has also had a rough start so far. With 20 players testing positive on the Miami Marlins on opening day, the MLB decided to cancel its opening day games where players tested positive. And with more players testing positive, the MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred threatened the MLBPA Executive Director, Tony Clark, that if the sport doesn't do a better job of managing the COVID situation, that he would cancel the season. But the COVID outbreak has now led to a total of 24 total games being postponed. These include the Marlins Oracles 4-game home-and-home series, the Yankees 4-game home-and-home series, the Marlins Nationals 3-game series, the Phillies Blue Jays 3-game series, the Brewers Cardinals 3-game series, the Cardinals Tigers 4-game series, and the Cardinals Cubs 3-game series that was set to play this past weekend. Shifting over to college football, as players prepare for the upcoming season, some schools have canceled the 2020 season as a whole, while others have decided to still go out and play. But as it has for every other sport, college football has had its first string of opt-outs. One of the most significant was when the potential top pass rusher of the 2021 NFL Draft, defensive end Greg Rousseau for the University of Miami, announced on Thursday that he will be opting out of the 2020 season. Now for some good news. Basketball is alive and well. Thankfully, the NBA has reported no positive COVID tests thus far, and hopefully we keep it that way. I mean, without the potential disaster from veteran Lou Williams that could have potentially jeopardized the whole season. Anyways, shifting gears. This past week, the LA Lakers fell short to the Raptors by 16, making the Raptors one of 2 teams who remained undefeated in the bubble. That is, until this past Friday, when that momentum came to a halt, as the Raptors lost by 22 to the Boston Celtics, making the Phoenix Suns the only undefeated team left in the bubble. Now on Saturday evening, the NBA announced the 3 MVP finalists. So, who do you think it is? Is it the king, LeBron James, the Greek freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo, or the beard, James Harden? Leave your pick in the comment section down below, and I'll see you back here next Monday for your weekly sports update.